In this video, I will show you my favorite Blender add-ons, and I will show you why these are my favorite add-ons. There will be a mix of free and paid add-ons, and all of the links will be in the description. The first add-on we're going to take a look at is the Botaniq add-on, which is a massive add-on for nature assets. First of all, you have a lot of trees for many different seasons. And in addition to being able to add these assets individually, we will also later add them using the scatter functionality so that we can mix it with grass and so on. So as you can see, a lot of different categories, even a tomato plant, as well as rocks with a high resolution texture, and many more assets. And in addition to all of these assets, we also have the scatter functionality, which allows you to add some grass to your scenes. And not only can you control the density and the location of the grass, you can also change the types of grass. So you have a lot of different features, and then you can add the counts depending on what ratio you want of the different types of grass. And you can also add some flowers to the grass. And when we take a closer look, you can see that we now have flowers as well. The next add-on is Archimesh, which is free and included in Blender. I have a tutorial on my channel on how to make this scene. It's very simple. And we can also try some other assets, such as a door. You can change between a lot of different types. You can of course also add a lot of different types of windows. A lot of settings you can play around with. And you can change the top, so you can make it inclined, for example. And then we also have the stairs with a lot of different settings, so that you can change the look of the stairs. And then we have the shelves and roofs, and even a lamp that you can use for your scenes. Another add-on favorite of mine is the Human Generator add-on, which allows you to create high quality human models. And you have a lot of different sliders that you can use to customize the body and head of the model. As you can see, you can change very small details, as well as the ears, the nose, the skull, the jaw, the chin, and even add some tiny features like freckles and add some aging, as well as changing the eye color. And you can also customize the hair. And then once you're done with the hair and the model itself, you can put on some clothes, some shoes, and give it a pose, as well as a facial expression. And this is what it looks like in cycles. Okay, so next we're going to take a look at the Node Wrangler add-on. And this is an add-on that is free and included in Blender. And what this add-on basically allows you to do is to very easily add some PBR textures to your models in Blender. All you have to do is to download a texture and then copy all of the maps into Blender, and it automatically sets up all of the different nodes, as you can see in the node editor. And from there you can just edit the displacement and so on. You can check out how I do it on my channel in these two videos. Okay, and then next we have the Extreme PBR Nexus add-on, which has thousands of textures that you can very easily edit in the user interface. And as you can see, there are a lot of different textures you can combine and fade in between, like this. And you can of course add some displacement to it as well. In addition to all of these textures, you can also add some surface imperfections, like this. And you can also edit the surface imperfections. And And the next add-on on the list is the transportation add-on. And I prefer this vehicle add-on over other vehicle add-ons because the quality of the models is great and the selection is huge. So I often use these various models for my thumbnails for various topics. The add-on has been continuously updated for years now, so I keep getting new vehicles every time I create a video about this add-on. So here we have the F1 car, for example. There's some motorbikes, air balloons, as well as helicopters and planes. Those are pretty cool. And you also have some public transport vehicles, like a train. The add-on also includes a lot of cool vehicles, like a Porsche. And you can of course change the colors of all of these different vehicles. And then next, we have another free add-on, which is the camera manager, which makes it way easier to manage multiple cameras at the same time. So let's just add a few different cameras. And then you can very easily keyframe when you want the different cameras to be used in the animation. So let's add a few camera markers. And then we can select the first one, and you can also press Ctrl B to add some additional markers. As you can see, we can now switch between many cameras really fast. And then you can also track the object so that the camera follows the object that you move. And then lastly, we have the Flip Fluids add-on, which is also really cool and much more powerful than the fluid physics that's included in Blender. Although I tried to make some tutorials for the free physics, which is called MantaFlow, I often have to go to this add-on instead for the tutorial because there's a lot of stuff you can do in Flip Fluids that you can't do in MantaFlow. So that's why I have a lot of tutorials of Flip Fluids on my channel. The Flip Fluids user interface is very similar to that of the default fluid physics, so you will get used to it really quick. And that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching and subscribe for more Blender content.